That is the loudest cheer at Parramatta Stadium this season, I am sure, because that is Nathan Hindmarsh's first try since round 21, 2010. And what a time to deliver. The game on the line against the team that led the competition into round 20. And Nathan Hindmarsh may just have scored the try to inflict this fourth straight loss on Melbourne. Hindmarsh and Burt about to combine for 6 points. Parramatta fans will hope they see it a few more times before the end, which is rapidly approaching. It is 16-6 to the Parramatta Eels. And don't they love it at Parramatta? 324 games this evening. That's his 59th try. The short kickoff from Melbourne doesn't pay off. There's a fight for the ball. It may yet pay off because there was a bobble as Paulo came to get it, but he got it back in safely. 7 in the bit to play. The Storm down by 10. Ryan.
Melbourne here. Good.
Roberts through Paulo and Sando, and here's Ben Smith galloping into half a hole. Hayne was pulled down from behind by Quinn, and he's been injured. Immediate concern for Jared Hayne. Surely not. Surely not.
Just put a ball down there if you want. Let's see how it's happening.
Right leg. Fingers crossed here for Jared Hayne.
The reaction from Anthony Quinn gave it away. Instant and extreme concern. His first game back from an ankle injury. Let's hope this is not another serious knee injury for Jared Hayne.
In the hands of the trainer, Craig Catterick, and we're calling for the stretcher. You don't like to see this happen to any player, let alone the superstars of our game.
He's playing his 12th game of the season, which started with a knee concern, but continued with the ankle injury in Origin. And let's hope that this concern is not warranted. Obviously, every precaution being taken. But at first look, it doesn't seem good for Jared Hayne.
No, it doesn't. I was hoping there when the contact was made that it may have been just a high shot and he was going to be okay. But it's never a good sign when the stretcher is out there. The player is lying on his back.
Hindmarsh and Anthony Quinn, the tackler, in discussion. There was nothing illegal with Anthony Quinn's tackle. It was more the fact that Jared Hayne was at speed and Quinn had to jump on him from side on / behind. And the landing was awkward, the knee was twisted. Isn't it funny how rugby league works? A moment ago, they were cheering and shouting a try to Nathan Hindmarsh. Here they are applauding Jared Hayne as he is taken by Medicab from Parramatta Stadium.
We're talking about players that have had no luck with injury this year. Jared Hayne is one of them. His first game back since Origin 3. He injured his leg. And now 70 minutes into his return game. He'd stretch it off.
Is he back on, the guy who went to play it?
out of their seats at Parramatta Stadium, applauding Jared Hayne.
Stay lined up. 0, Oscar.
Yeah, mate.
Get it.
Right. 0 tackle,
He's
boy.
been near faultless tonight, Jared Hayne, apart from one kick that came off the side of the boot. I can't remember a mistake. He set up their first 2 tries.
Let's go, Nathan.
He's been safe as usual at the back. Now the ball back to Cam Smith was forward and picked up by the referees.
And they usually run this play so well, Melbourne. It's a difficult play to run when you're going at speed one way and trying to turn it back to the man that was at dummy half, which is Cameron Smith. Cronk, Smith and Slater do it well. The timing is off there.
Time on. Out.
Good play. Now Matt Ryan. Back to a point I was making earlier, the last time Melbourne lost 4 straight, it was part of a 6-game losing streak in 2002. The 4th loss in that streak was against Parramatta, and captaining Melbourne that day, Stephen Kearney.
Hold.
Now Hindmarsh.
Surrender. Stand down. It's 4.
Sando kicks and drives it towards the sideline. Widdop has it with time ticking away.
All the wing areas of the game have been so strong for Parramatta tonight. The way they've worked hard from marker, the way their kick chase has been performing, slowing down the early tackles in the count, making it difficult for the Melbourne Storm forwards to gain momentum through the middle.
This is Fayoso. Melbourne need to score twice after what we've seen over the past week. You wouldn't count them out. Cam Smith.
You wouldn't count them in, though, given the way Parramatta have defended.
And given the way that they've been assisted by Melbourne errors at key times. Here's Burt.
Have one. Let him go.
Sit up.
Sio. They've beaten Manly and Cronulla at home this season, Parramatta, but are about to add their biggest scalp. Here's Sando, running out of options and taking a tackle just shy of halfway. 2 plays left for the Eels. Roberts kicks on the 5th tackle.
It must be frustrating, though, for Stephen Kearney, sitting in the coach's box tonight, wondering where it all went wrong. Given that they've shown a ton of courage tonight.
This is Koss chasing. He spoke about the relief when he felt midweek when he decided to stand down. Or was told to stand down, or the story you believe. You're right, Laurie Day, there must be mixed emotions in the Parramatta coaching box tonight. Quick hands from Koss Jason to Nielsen. Nielsen takes on a hold. It closes as Ben Smith and Chrissy Sando converge. Now Cooper Cronk kicking towards the wing of Luke Burt. He doesn't have a play. Sissa Wonga gets the ball back to Manu, to ground, jumped on by Will Chambers, and the tackle count restarts. Here's Proctor. Away from Fui, but not Nathan Smith. He's had a fine game as hooker. Nathan Smith. Now Manu straightens after a dummy. He didn't fool Matt Ryan. Or Hindmarsh. Cronk to Widdop. Now Cam Smith. Here's quick hands from Koss Jason. Melbourne go over in the corner. It's Ryan Hoffman, and there is still time. We saw it on Monday. We're not about to see it on Saturday, are we?
Well, Cameron Smith getting out to a second receiver role. A lovely pass to Koss Jason, who in turn passed it on to Ryan Hoffman, who has been great tonight. It's his 23rd carry of the game. And there is time for Melbourne if they're good enough.
And an important conversion. Get it within a converted try. Cam Smith needing it to come back. It won't. So you would think that at best, Melbourne can send us to golden point.
Surely not. Do you believe in miracles, Matty?
I do after Monday night. Mark Gasnier sideline. What do you know about Jared Hayne?
Well, at this stage, they're only telling us it's a knee injury and he'll have to get scans. But he, in a good sign, he did actually get off the cart and walk up the last 10 metres of the tunnel. So that is good news for the Parramatta Eels.
Time to run, guys!
Well, it's 1 set of 6. 1 set of 6 Parramatta have to defend for. And it's the most important set of 6 of the night now.
I've tasted bitter disappointment already this season, Parramatta. You would say well practiced in trying to avoid it here. Cronk dummies and runs into Ben Roberts and Matthew Ryan. Now Sikamanu. Pulled down around the legs by Ben Roberts. Here's Faioso. Into Nathan Smith and Hindmarsh. 3 more plays to survive. Smith out of acting half. Quick hands from Cronk. Goes to ground. Picked up by Nielsen. Nielsen heads back towards centre field. Loses his footing. And succumbs to Tim Manor. Cronk. Dummy and go. The Parachant is up and running. Last tackle for Melbourne. Smith. Long to Nielsen. He kicks. Back there to clean it up. Parramatta don't do it. Fui has to watch. And now it's Ken Sio. It is a knock-on with a Melbourne feed, and Melbourne race to set the scrum.
13 seconds.
2 plays coming Melbourne's way from 20 metres out.
Parramatta are in no rush to get to the scrum. They can't afford to miss tackles here. 1, possibly 2 tackles.
They have defended so stoutly all game, and fittingly perhaps it is defence here that is going to win the game for them.
Have they got a special play, Melbourne, that they've been working on for this situation?
Smith to Cronk, shapes to kick, now with it. He comes to Tautai, kicks to Luke Bird, who has the ball. Hindmarsh has scored a try. Luke Bird finishes with the ball, and Parramatta's fans erupt. The Eels win 16-10. Their 4th win of the season, and probably their best, Laurie Daly.
And they had no right to win it. They had no possession. The field position was against them. They were defending their goal like it seemed all night. 55 times Melbourne were tackled inside Parramatta's 20-metre zone, and time after time they kept stopping them. They were fantastic, courageous, defensively the best performance I've seen in a long time from a side in the blue and gold.
This has been a production